Hello viewers, Captain Breerton here and welcome to another Flight Simulator video where today we're going to be flying from Dublin to Charles de Gaulle Airport in France. And as you can see, it's back in the Aer Lingus Airbus A320 by Aerosoft. As we were just sussing out where this AI aircraft is going, whether if he's going to runway 10 or 16. Yeah, he's going to runway 16. So for this, so as you can see, we are home after doing that flight from General Mitchell Airport to Atlanta Hartsfield in the US. I've decided to come back home to Dublin and do a flight for Aer Lingus. Well, in Flight Simulator, of course, not in real life, but do a flight for Aer Lingus using the Aerosoft Airbus A320 from Dublin Airport to Charles de Gaulle. So, without further ado, we're going to go jump straight into the cockpit. We finished most of the pre-flight checks, so all we need to do now is just set an altitude from my... Oh yeah, we have an altitude set already. So we're going to go ahead and just finish off some of the pre-flight checks, in which I've got most of it done already. So I'm just setting a speed. There we go. And I'm just also going to put in a departure, as we're going to be using the Olon 1 pop-up departure. Insert that. Have a look down, check for discontinuities. Oh, we have one little discontinuity there, but we can clear that. There we go. And okay, we've pretty much got everything done, so we're pretty much ready to go. So in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and close the doors. Close the front left door. There we go. We're going to initiate the parking brake, and now we're going to remove the wheel chocks, and we will begin pushback. So we'll remove traffic cones. We will remove the wheel chocks as well, and we've pretty much done all the we've pretty much done everything we needed to do. We have packs off, and we'll go ahead and initiate the fuel pumps as well. Mode select main. Not sure what that does, but anyway, APU bleed switch is on. And as you know, with Aerosoft Dublin Airport scenery, I can't use the jetways without using the Aerosoft enhancement services. So I find using GSX pointless at these kind of gates, unless I'm at one of those gates where they don't have jetways. But in the meantime, though, we're gonna put the engines to ignition start, release parking brake, and we will begin pushback. So there we go. Parking is done, and now we're beginning pushback. So we'll go ahead and fire up engine 2 because that's the order you usually do it in. And it's great to be back in a payway aircraft where I get to start back up the engines manually again. Quality Wing 757. I'm joking, of course. As I said, I'm joking, of course, but as I said, the Quality Wing 757 will be aimed more at beginners, whereas the Aerosoft A321 will be more aimed towards more professionals. Anyway, engine 2 is running normally, so we'll go ahead and fire up engine 1. Transponder is on, set to squawk 2200, and there's that little funny noise once again. And okay, pushback is complete. So we'll go ahead and initiate parking until engine 1 starts up. And then once engine 1 starts up, I'll go ahead and turn off the APU. And there we go, both engines are running smoothly. So we'll go ahead and shut off the APU bleed, turn off the APU itself. We'll also turn off runway turn off lights, as my checklist says here. Turn on the so we turn on the runway turn off lights, and we'll also turn on the taxi lights, and we'll turn on the strobe lights as well. Turn them on as well, and we'll go ahead and turn on our packs. So we've done everything we need to do, so we'll go ahead and begin the taxi to runway 16 here at Dublin Airport. The QNH is 1011. Anyway, of all the aircraft I've flown as well, this is the only aircraft that doesn't get or isn't as affected by that pilot swaying feeling like the two other aircraft are. By which I mean the PMDG 777 and the Quality Wing 757. So I'm back to using shadow play again this time, ladies and gentlemen, after what I stated back in my F1 2016 video of the deep concentration episode, where I finally managed to get shadow play back working, and I'm now recording with shadow play in Flight Simulator once again. Great to be back to the old shadow play, where I had great FSX videos in the first place thanks to it. And it looks like there's two other aircraft taking off as well from runway 16. So it looks like it's going to be a while before I do get up into the air. Anyway, a little check on the flight controls before we take off. Full left, full right, back, forward. Yeah, rudders are working. We'll engage the auto throttle. Well, actually no, we'll engage it when we're on the runway. Also consider engaging the landing systems and the localizer as well. Go. And there's the Boeing 737 landing now. Oh, he came in there at quite a fast speed, if you ask me. Anyway, we'll go ahead and proceed with the before takeoff checklist. Holding points, strobe lights are on, landing lights are on, runway turn-off lights are on, position and hold, taxi to the runway, done. Takeoff position, runway turn-off lights, they have to be turned off apparently, so we'll go ahead and switch them off. Brake temperature is checked. Where can I find the brake temperature? Pressure? No. All. Flight controls. Wheels. This must be where I can check the brakes. Yeah, brake temps are good. TCAS is checked. We have the TCAS on. Oh, we forgot to put in V1 speeds, so I'll put in my the usual speeds that I'd be familiar with. 145, 147, and 150. But then again, though, looking at the passenger numbers, 80 max, cargo 2 tons, 2 mini tons. So I say be safe to go with this speed that I've put in. Have they landed? I'm not sure if the aircraft that was in mind has landed or not. Anyway, I think he's landed. I think he's landed now. So, well, that Ryanair aircraft has landed anyway, but I'm not sure. He's probably made a go around or something. But either way, though, we'll go onto the runway. And we will line up for takeoff. Okay, so we're on the runway. Auto throttle is on. So once we go up to a good speed, it should begin takeoff. Or once we push the throttles forward, the auto throttle should engage. And okay, we've done everything we need to do. So let's go to Paris, aka Charles de Gaulle Airport. There we go. Can't. Oh, I thought I can engage the autopilot there, but apparently I can't. 8 knots, cross check. That's it. We're doing a good job keeping it on the center line. V1, rotate.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
Now then, positive rate, gear up. Do we have a transition altitude? Okay, and the flaps can come up as well. Anyway, though, we're on a steady climb up to flight level 290. And now the aircraft makes the contrails at 290. Now why could the Quality Wing 757 couldn't do that when I was at flight level 290, going from San Diego to JFK? Ah, well, not to worry. It's nothing worth ranting over, because at least I get to enjoy the aircraft's contrails there, which provide a beautiful sight when you see the aircraft flying above you, with the contrails just trailing behind it. Quite a good sight in my opinion. Anyway, though, we're almost there to our top of the climb, according to the EFIS display here. Just another 10,000 feet to go. Now, will it level out? Will the airplane level out? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. And we're at flight level 290, so we can go ahead and turn off the seatbelt sign. And I'll set the throttles then to standard. So that way it'll be on a steady. So that way the autopilot can then help to maintain the speed that I've inputted here into the MCP. So I just thought I'd come back to you guys with a little update now. We are currently flying in some heavy thunder and lightning. So I'm just going to turn on the seatbelt sign now, because just as a little precaution measure, just in case we encounter any turbulence with the thunder or lightning around us. And that was a big one right there. But looking to the outside now. What a sunset that is. Get a photo of that sunset. There we go. Nice. Lovely jubbly. And looking at our fuel, we have 400 litres of fuel in the centre tanks and 1,670 tonnes of fuel. We have 400 tonnes in the centre tank and 1,670 tonnes of fuel in the left and right tanks. So in total we have 5,100 kilograms of fuel. Pretty much. Should probably consider turning on the interior lighting as well. There we go. Interior lighting is on. And we'll also turn on the flood lighting as well. Now that we're at our assigned altitude of 29,000 feet. And our next waypoint now, according to this, is Delta India Kilo Alpha Sierra is our next waypoint, and after that waypoint it'll be Golf Alpha Victor Golf Oscar. Should probably also consider getting a photo here as well of that nice wing view as well at sunset. Hashtag sunset flight. Just kidding. Alright, so we're now passing Delta India Kilo Alpha Sierra. Now just checking the top-down view now, see about where we are. That's too close to the ground. We're still on the we're still over the UK. Although this flight though that I am doing isn't as long as the last few flights that I did. At least I'm not flying from Dublin to Dubai, because I don't have the aircraft for it as well. I need the PMDG 777 in order to do that. Just noticed there that they were now flying next to a BAE 146. Registration is Echo India Romeo Charlie Bravo. Let's see if I can get a closer look at it. Okay, looks like I can't seem to get a close look at the aircraft. Oh well. Nah, can't get a close look at it. Oh well. Anyway, looking by the outside though, oh my lord, look at that sunset. Just one more photograph of that sunset, please. It's all I asked for. What a beautiful sunset there. As it's getting darker now over here on the flight simulator. According to the FSX time, it is just coming up to 7:20, whereas here in Ireland at the time of recording this video it is 9:15. And one of my friends is playing a game called Last Man Standing. Never heard of Last Man Standing, but I might consider checking it out on Steam Oh, and quick note, if you want me to cover Last Man Standing for Reaction Videos PC Gaming, then go ahead, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to get around to it then. Anyway, we're getting close. Why has the landing gear come down? I did not press any button, and all of a sudden the landing gear just came down. What? Anyway, though, whereabouts are we now in the top-down world? We're just crossing the English Channel. So, looking at the weather once again, it's still surface wind 260. It's at 13 knots. So, I'm looking at my charts here now for the surface wind heading in 260 degrees. No, that's the Dublin charts. I want the charts for Charles de Gaulle Airport. That's departures. This is such a big charts sheet indeed. Lots of charts here, but I'm trying to find the one I'm after. And that's the one I'm after is a diagram for the airport of Charles de Gaulle. Here's a good enough diagram. So the wind is heading in a direction of 260 degrees. So I'm gonna go check the world map in FSX and see does it hold up. Okay, I've had a look at the world map, and yeah, it does hold up. So it's runway 26 right we're gonna be using for landing. I say we could use runway 26 right. So let's see if we can find any arrival charts for runway 26 right. Usually the arrival charts are at the top of the charts list. But our top of the descent is going to be coming up soon. So we best to find the descent charts or the arrival charts pretty quickly. Runway 8, runway 9, runway 26 right. And whoopsie. And let's see. RNAV arrivals. Oh, here's a good one. How about the Matix 1 X-ray arrival? Let's try the Matix 1 X-ray arrival. So, anyway, ILS runway 26 right, and we're looking for the Matix 1 X-ray arrival. If I can find it. I think it might be easier if I search it up from looking at the FMC here. Anyway, Matix. Okay, what about the Matix 6 Whiskey arrival? Actually, we'll try Mopel. The Mopel for Juliet arrival. Okay. Can't really seem to find my star anywhere. Okay, I think the Matic 6 Echo arrival will work. Okay, now the airplane has just been completely redirected now. We'll have a look at our flight plans, check for discontinuities. There we go. So now we're not flying towards Gavjo anymore, we're now flying towards Matix. Should we consider... Okay, the top of the descent doesn't come up till after Matix. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're now approaching the Maytax intersection or waypoint. So we're now about to begin descent preparations. And looking at our FMC, we should consider descending down to flight level 160, I think. No, actually, no, it's 4,000 feet we should be descending to, so we'll put 4,000 feet into this into the CDU, and we'll tell the autopilot to begin descent. Auto throttle. Spoilers are armed. Descent and approach. Auto brake. We should set the auto brake now. Set that to medium. Meters retrieve. We've done that. Anti-ice is off already. Landing information, we got that. Descent height, I think we have it. We've reached our top of the descent, as far as I know. Yeah, we definitely have. So, yeah, though, and we're landing this aircraft manually, so we're not using auto land. Again, I don't know how the auto land thing works, so I personally don't have a clue. Yeah, it looks like the EFIS display here has adjusted our flight path a bit. And now it's starting to, and now it's raining here in Charles de Gaulle Airport. So, well, in Paris anyway. So, we're gonna have no choice but to turn on the wipers. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep the wipers on. The rain is getting more and more heavier, and oh my lord, the amount of traffic coming into Charles de Gaulle Airport tonight, it's mad. I might consider readjusting the. We're gonna try to take 26 left instead of 26 right. 27. Or we could try take a 27 left. Yeah, let's chance to go for runway 27. And insert. There we go. Now, we're well out of the way of the other traffic now. Again we're going below the altitude that I've put into the CDU. Alright, so it looks like the rain is gone, but I'm still going to keep the wipers on just in case. Just in case we encounter more rain.
2,500.
There we go, we're 2,500 feet above the ground. So we're pretty much clear to land anyway. Is the cabin crew ready, I wonder? Well, whether they're ready or not, we're still going to land anyway, regardless.
1,000.
1,000? Alright, better start beginning the call-outs. I almost thought it was not raining. I almost thought the rain stopped for a minute, but it turns out it's still going. You need a good eye to know whether it's raining or not in Flight Simulator. Ooh, a little bit off. Well, we almost had a bit of a close call with the wing there, but we recovered it in the end, so that's good.
500.
Okay, two red and 2 white. That's perfect. Just where we wanted to be. Oh yeah, and 500.
400.
400. Alright, we're a little off. Okay, we're going a bit too high, so
300.
300.
200.
200.
100.
100. Disengage the auto throttle.
70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Nice! Perfect landing. Oh, but the speed brakes didn't come up automatically that time. Damn, we barely used up any of the runway there. How much runway did we use? Okay, we used up half of the runway there, but we came to a stop pretty quickly on the runway that time, would you think? Would you agree, lads? That landing has to be perfect. Anyway, landing lights can come off. Set the taxi lights. Turn off the runway turn-off lights. And we'll also start the APU. Now, I remember my last flight from General Mitchell to Atlanta Hartsfield. Once we got the plane parked perfectly, we got the marshaller dancing for us. So let's see if we can do the same thing again, or if he's going to be dancing again. I'm not sure. Now we should turn off the taxi lights. There we go. Alright, park the airplane, and we'll shut down both engines. Oh, very good parking indeed. Now does the marshal start dancing? €10 says he'll start dancing. Nah, he's not going to be dancing this time, I'm afraid. Ah, boo! Here, the last marshal in Atlanta Hartsfield was better than you. He put up epic dance moves, and what did you do? You just took him down. He's like, oh yeah, that's good. That's very good parking. Now that's my work for the dance for the day, anyway. Anyway, here's the jetway now. So we'll set the wheel chocks, but first turn off the seatbelt sign, and we'll also consider turning on the interior lighting. Whoops. Nope, wrong switch. There we go. Perfect. And then the... oh yeah, ground services. Traffic cones set. Wheel chocks are on. And then we'll open up the cargo doors. You have to really take your time when opening up the doors, because otherwise not all the doors will open up. Anyway, we have all the doors open up now, so we'll go ahead and request deboarding. And we'll also consider turning off all the lights as well. So landing light is off, runway turn off lights are off, stobe lights are off, beacon light is off, wing lights are off, and NAF and logo lights are off as well. And now that the passengers are unloading, we can now, well, the passengers are about to unload now, so we'll go ahead and turn off pretty much everything.
Bye, thank you for a wonderful flight.
No problem.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
We'll turn off the IRS now. Carry out the checks.
Bye, thank you. Bye.
Great job, gentlemen.
Left pack is off. Right pack is off. APU is off. And we'll also turn off the batteries.
Good night. Thank you.
And turn off the interior lighting as well. Okay, now the aircraft's in cold and dark. So now I'm going to officially end this video here. Thank you for joining me on this flight from Dublin Airport to Charles de Gaulle Airport in France. Hope you enjoyed that flight. And it's great to be back in Europe, to the airspaces where I'm usually used to flying to anyway, that's for sure. But anyway though, this is Captain Brereton now, signing off. Have a good day.